Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to the farm. I'm here in the pump house in the shop because today I'm going to start soaking some feed. So just yesterday I talked about maybe releasing the chickens this weekend, but I found myself with a little bit of time. So I put the net up around the chicken tractors and I popped the hoods and I let everybody out into the yard. Now that changes everything. So we feed in a standard, I don't know, there's 17 or 18 liter gravity feeder. We feed dry feed for the meat chickens because it's just cleaner that way, right? Especially in a system of confinement. The chicken tractors have lots of room, but they're still confined. So dry feed helps keep everything quite a bit cleaner. However, now that they're outside, the game has changed. I'm not going to use the feeder at all. I'm going to feed directly on the ground because they've got, I don't even know how much room, whatever 100-foot net will basically wrap around. And I actually tied it into an existing net as a backing wall. So they've got quite a large area that surrounds both tractors and then quite a bit of grass. So I'm only going to soak the feed today. I'm not going to actually ferment the feed. Now, fermenting the feed is where you take half a bucket of grain and you fill it right to the top with water and you leave it for 3, 4, maybe even 5 days until it starts bubbling, and then you unlock a lot of the nutrients, and it's really good probiotics. It's fantastic for gut health, great for healthy eggs. It's perfect for laying hens. The meat chickens, I'm just looking to get really feed conversion ratio. I'm looking to maximize that efficiency in the feed. And, you know, a lot of the feed that we have, some they just, you know, they won't eat and some they can't eat. So let's have a look inside. So here's a bucket of the mixed grains we've got here. And you can see, you know, right here, for instance, there's, well, it's about a whole pea. It's not quite a whole pea, but almost a whole pea. So chances are the chickens it's not even gonna eat that. It's gonna toss that aside. Same with the sunflower seed here. The sunflower seed, really good source of fat, really good source of protein, but you know, by itself, probably gonna get discarded. Now, if I dig my hand in here, you see all that stuff that comes out of my hand, that's all the powder. So about 10% of the feed after it gets milled is powder. And oftentimes that, you know, blows away in the wind, it gets left on the ground, and it just doesn't, you know, really, there's a ton of nutrients in there that are underutilized or not utilized at all. So of course, the stuff in the middle, that's what they consume. We want to get it so that they consume all of it. So that's what we're going to do. Really simple. I start with my 2 pails that I would feed every single day for feed quantity. I fill them up 3/4 full, and then I'm going to fill this bucket up until it's just about an inch below the rim, and allow this to soak overnight, and I will feed this feed tomorrow. So the other benefit to doing this is not only is it going to maximize feed efficiency, is it going to reduce waste, but it's also going to reduce water intake. If there's one job I hate on the farm, it is packing water. I don't like packing water to chickens. I don't like packing water to pigs. I don't like packing water to horses. It's not a good time. But by feeding them a wet feed, a lot of the feed, you know, a lot of the water that they would typically drink during the day is going to be consumed along with their feed at the same time. You see our bucket's starting to get full there, and the air bubbles are coming out from within the grain. So we're going to stop right there. I'll just chuck that over there for a minute. And oftentimes what can happen is you can get gas locked in there, so the air can't actually get up through all of the grain. So we stop about halfway, and we just give the bucket a little bit of a shakedown, and then we carry on filling. Otherwise, what might happen tomorrow when I go to dump this out is the top half of this bucket, the top half will be completely saturated, but then the bottom half will still be dusty. And so I won't have taken advantage of this as much as I could have. Anyhow, buckets are full now, so I'm going to leave them soak overnight. Like I said, I'll feed them tomorrow. So check back in with us tomorrow and you'll be able to see how that whole thing goes. So I'll let you go for now. Hope you have a fantastic afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow.